Okay. Well, hey Blades, this is Fang here. And welcome back to some Outer Worlds. Woo! Yeah, kind of decided, this is what I wanted to do. So, yeah, we're gonna play some more of this for today. Seeing that we at least got one episode in. So that's where I came from. So last time we played, we were doing the power plant. And, wrong button. Got the... We need to... a logic module still. But we got the third volume, yeah. So this geothermal plant is in the northwest. Chester Higgins, engineer at the geothermal plant who's been locked in here for years, told you the logic unit is probably in the plant's security office. Terminal log in the geothermal plant's security office mentioned that the logic unit has been locked in a storage room across the hall. You'll need to find a key card to the room unless you can pick your way in. Perhaps the security chief had it on him. According to the terminal log, Automechanicals turned hostile and began attacking the other workers. The plant security chief responded by making his way down to the control room. Alright. That was a nice little brief, briefing. Let's do this. Yeah, I wanted to get more further in Final Fantasy X, but I've been really itching to play this more. Which is annoying, because it's not really on my schedule, but I've been wanting to play it. So, yeah, here I am. But I have mentioned in the past for how my streams work. As long as I get a stream in a day of one of the games I have scheduled, the rest of the day's kind of whatever. Whatever I would like it to be, at least, or whatever I'm in the mood for. Definitely want to do this, because tomorrow, I have not only my Greedfall back, but I also have Star Wars to dink around with. I forgot the third title that... Oh yeah, Ononaki. Might take a break from that. We'll see. Forgot how big this place is. Okay, yeah, I remember this place. So there's that. Which I don't have enough pieces for. So there's quite a few locked things I haven't been able to get into.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Let's get going.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
This is the control room, ain't it? Isn't there supposed to be a dead person here? The hell do I have 27 of? Let's go ahead and break that down. Break that down. Heavy machine gun. Isn't that what that is, though? Basically. was that plant worker that I missed?
Okay, gone quiet.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Maybe go talk to Mr. Nutso down here again.
What's eating you? The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Oh, hell, 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 hell. You know what? Actually, I might be doing this a little bit backwards. Let's queue Die Robot. 24, 68. Look at that. Aha. Wow, I missed his body too many times. Alright, so what I'm worried about now is I'm going to go ahead and return these. There's a vendor here? Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn those 2 side quests in first before I make a decision that might ruin the quests. Then we'll make the decision, the tough one. So it seems like the NPC that's with you wants you to choose Edgewater's life. Which Edgewater is... yeah, it's that. I'll go there real quick. Boop, boop, boop. So the frightened engineer is here.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. What's on your mind?
Oh, hey, level 7. Almost up to the 40s now. Tech. Alright, and then we got Die Robot, which should be back. Apparently, from what my old man told me, he wound up killing everybody on this planet. He just went around, started shooting everybody like a mad, crazy man. Kind of makes me laugh.
Bring us honor, soldier. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it, then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Cool. So we did all the quests, or at least that I could find. So now back to the power plant. Normally I wouldn't fast travel so much, but since we've already explored the whole entire region, kinda interested to get off planet at this point. I know in the last video I was kind of talking about who I would side with, but in this video the NPC wants you to basically side with Edgewater, and it makes sense. Because there is a bunch of innocent people there that would suffer. So we might choose Edgewater instead of the deserters. Although realistically, I'd probably side with the deserters for, you know, the people working themselves to be sick. There's a lot of evidence that the Spacer's Choice isn't a healthy company to be under, that's for sure. Plant status. Access report brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Redirect power? Processing warning. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Are you sure you want to continue? Master Control Terminal, Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant, operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater and Botanical Laboratory. Redirecting power is irreversible. Redirect power to Edgewater. Power successfully redirected to Edgewater. Botanical Laboratory power regulator is now safe to remove. Edgewater Sultana Cannery power regulator is now operating at optimal capacity. Additional structural damage detected. Permanent power failure detected in Botanical Gardens. Blatant disregard for Spacer's Choice property has been logged. Please report yourself to your designated supervisor for an immediate reprimand. Thank you for serving the Spacer's Choice family. That's funny.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they don't care much for me.
So how, I didn't really look to see where I was at before that, but I was at Revered. Yeah, no, I'm still at Revering. So 100% positive. Oh shit, I actually maxed them out. To this faction, vendor prices are reduced by 25%. Oh wow, look at that. I only have a 16% negative standing with deserters because of that choice. Pray that there isn't another choice like that. At the same time, you think Botanical Gardens would survive this situation? Seeing that they are a garden society instead of an actual technological one. Granted, they have to camp now out in the cold, but I have a hard time feeling bad for people that should be used to the cold. But yeah, I guess my old man was playing this, and he wound up killing everybody. Like, he just started killing people left and right, where he actually failed a lot of the quest lines. It's kind of funny.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Willing to deal with Reed for you. Being unreasonable, come back to Edgewater. What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Holy shit. You think that'll convince Reed to step down? That's disgusting. What happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Something you need?
Look at that. The snake's come back.
One sec. I'm gonna save it. Alright, I'm back. Okay. cool. I was able to pick that up. I was worried if I had picked it up, it would start a battle, but, so what's the options we got here? Because now we got that, we're good to go on the reliable and get the hell out, but, to convince deserters to return. Now that the power is off, you should have an easier time convincing deserters to move back. Adelaide refuses to move back. You may have more luck convincing some of the other deserters in particular. She suggests you speak to Grace or Thomas, as the others will listen to them. Optional. Remove Reed from Edgewater. Adelaide refuses to return to Edgewater unless Reed is out of the picture. Her people will follow her back to town if she returns. Oh, I see. So yeah, I could talk to them, or I go talk to Reed first. God, human corpses. I mean, I guess they're dead. It just seems like desecration to me, though. But at the same time, the people would be healthier, and there wouldn't be abandonment of jobs, nor would people stress themselves out. I mean, the only reason why I chose Edgewater is because there is innocent people there, right? So let's try it. Let's try convincing Reed first. I definitely like the angle. That's one thing I do appreciate about this game more than any of the Fallout series or even Elder Scrolls is if this quest was in the game, it would have been over the moment, you turned off the power. You would just picked up the power supply and they would have complained and been like, how dare you, we hate you, get out of town. And that's all it would have been. Where this game, I have to appreciate it. I mean, it takes it a step further, which is actually pretty cool. Giving me a little twist here. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot good to say about this game.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here. I delivered your message, but I haven't convinced Adelaide to come back. I want to talk to you about something.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Change of leadership might be what the town needs. Your town's a mess, Reed. I mean, yeah, it's the straightforward answer right there. The town's terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him. I don't like that one. You let Adelaide's son die. It changed.
I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Those people aren't getting sick with plague. Adelaide made it clear she won't return unless you leave. Just plain out attack. Well, I tried.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
This town doesn't eat anything but Saltuna. of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
I'm pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's Garden. What exactly are you putting in those cans? That's it, just Saltuna every single day?
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down. What's it going to take to convince you?
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some really complicated math, and it works. Oh, that's good. She's been using human corpses in her fertilizer. She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer. Well, you don't want to tell him that because then he'll just do that. So... You know, the lie actually sounds really good. Because if I lie, then he needs Adelaide more. Because she's the one with the solution in her head. Where if I tell him either of these two, it's something he could steal. So...
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
You don't have to do this, you know.
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
No, lost a day outside the walls.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Where are we headed?
I already told you I'm leaving. Just give me a little while to collect my thoughts.
Keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, I like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always like the attack option because that'd be fun. You know, shoot the hell out of the owner and all that. But I do appreciate that, you know, the struggle of dialogue and the thought behind it all. Like, they're not dull quests, that's for sure. They definitely left it pretty open on how you handle each quest, which is awesome. Because I feel like that's what a lot of the, Fallout and Elder Scroll games miss out on, is a lot of choice. A lot of them require a narrow path of some sort, to do it. And then also, like, nothing collides in that game. So, like, you could be the Brotherhood, you could be the Thieves Guild, you could pretty much be it all and really not have too much of an issue.
Nice one!
Stop her!
Got him all.
It's definitely gotta say, it's definitely something I appreciate. I hope a lot of people appreciate it too. I was gonna say, there was a dude I shot in the face over here. Because I like the fact that you could also just leave. You could be like, yeah, whatever, I'm done. Peace.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we. What's on your mind?
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands. Nothing. With the power gone, we've got to conserve our supplies.
Never liked Reed much. Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked market?
All right. So how like instantaneous is this, or is it like take some time? Like you would have to leave planet and then come back, sort of thing. Eventually, kind of curious. Oh yeah, that was something I was gonna check. So it said my reputation with the board went down. Oh, like very slight. So the board didn't like that decision. That's interesting to know.
Cannery's been running at full capacity all day.
Hey, it's the visitor. Come back for another round? Numb to the bone thanks to Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's choice. Go ahead.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Guess we'll see if he's gone.
I already told you I'm leaving. Just give me a little while to collect my thoughts. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
You some sort of freelancer?
You're safer inside the walls.
So unless you kill Reed, you can't get his key card. Unless you come back to this planet and Reed is dead. Because he is going to be outside the walls. Maybe you come back to see what happened with the decisions you left with.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Like maybe you get the key card from his body or something, so he didn't survive on his own. I could see that happening.
You've given me something to mull over. Thanks.
The Doomed World. That's funny. Oh, baby. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter was sleeping and she like rolled off and tackled the floor pretty hard. Yeah, I'll be interested to come back and see if a lot changes here, that's for sure. Oh, the unreliable.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
You understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater. You've never been on a ship before?
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Damn, you can be really cold-hearted. Goodbye. You just met me. Why would you? I don't think I would ask that after spending that much time with her, but...
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story? Tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French.
ever.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay. Ticket to anywhere. Specification mission? 500 bits to refund all of your... Oh. No. No. So now everything should be unlocked, right? Or do I still have to... Yeah, I still have to unseal everything. Cameron. Making me work for it. Let's go unseal the ship.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Yeah, let's get out.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me. help us find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the hope. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Oh, wow. Check that out. They even show cloud movement. That's cool. Alright. Well, as much as I would like to get to the next planet, I've been dying to explore this damn ship. The parts that I couldn't explore.
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. There were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
So she's gonna be there. Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. What? Oh, like, are those the choices I make? Like, it'll pop up right there and show, like, how I influence things, I guess? Interesting. Holographic Shroud. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. I forgot to mention in my previous message, Silly Me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Udum. I can't tell you how pleased I am I finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I am delighted by your sense of humor in the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the by, I was scrapping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. Hello, hello. hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear, dreadfully unreliable. Haha, just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again, wingman. Your dear friend Udom. Hello, Udom here. Udom at Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance to not throttling me. Ugh. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color, you know, really tie one on. Let me know. Your friend Udom. Shrink ray. Note to self, remember this later. Know better, Ada. Remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point, I saw in actuality with my own two eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab. Just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim. After I lost my temper, said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who'd dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. Blech. Can't speak. April. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one. Weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge. I'm not doing too bad. Just playing some Outer Worlds. How you been? Well, I want a shrink ray. That sounds awesome. Hammer power. I couldn't tell you. I haven't really heard from him either. At least for 3 weeks, almost a month. I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah, he's probably fine. If anything, he's probably started his holiday hours because of Black Friday coming up and all that. Or actually, you don't have Black Friday in Australia, do you? I actually don't know what shopping holidays you have over there. Crazy lab coat. Sure fits the bill. And lastly, the black market leads. Ooh. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't know if that was like a, if that was outside the States or not. Yeah, I'd imagine he's going to be pretty busy. Because I think he still works the gas station on the side. And then with GameStop with Black Friday and yeah, Christmas and all that, it's probably going to be pretty packed with work for a while. Interesting. So I leveled again, huh? What was I building? I was building that. Jeez. Why are you getting so close to oncoming traffic? And apply. Jeez. Yeah, some crazy drivers out there. You gotta be definitely walking or anything nowadays. You gotta really watch them. Because they definitely don't watch for anyone nowadays. Time dilation location hits. Locked location hit effect for tactical time dilation. Enemies in a different location during TTD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you don't run into anyone that actually hits you. That won't be any good. Monarch mission? Oh, is that an upcoming mission? Because I just took off from that planet. Traveler. Ability fast travel, right. 50% tactical time. Yeah, definitely. Vendor prices down. Ammo. Armor. I think I was going to do the armor. Yeah. Nice. Level 9? What level am I? I am... level 8. Ah. Yeah, so whatever quest you're stuck on, you must be ahead of me on that one. Got 8. So you're a shotgun and staff dude. Should have figured you'd have a staff. Give you a shock stick. I don't have a point to use. 10 hack. Are those all the same now that I have 2 characters? No, they are different. Oh no, they're the same. So these are unique ones.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Sentry Saber. What? Leave it alone. I see, baby. Stern older man with warm eyes. Photo of Pavardi's father. This is not a petunia. Okay. This book is heavy, dog-eared, with doodles in the margins. Full of the modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. Ugh. Oh, have you? I haven't even played that in forever. Hate to say, or at least that's what it feels like. I know the old man's been bugging me to play that with him, but I've just been busy or preoccupied with too many new games. First wrench Dad ever gave me. Aw, how sweet. Yeah, I bet your place is definitely coming together though. So that's her room. This is no one's room? Yeah. I've been a print for almost half a century. Okay. Can't read that. Won't read that. Oh wow, Dang. So you must have added quite a lot then, huh? Oh, yeah, there's a little library in here. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, I went backwards. Alright, it's that sword I found. So even though I don't know who it goes to, it just pops up in their room. That's interesting. Notepad of ideas. Oh yeah, I believe that. I feel like whenever I get on that game, I spend a lot of time on one thing. So I definitely believe that. Yeah, look at that. Fridge popped up with stuff. Yeah, it's a toilet. Gotcha. A little tiny ship, but it's definitely nice and pretty cool.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Yeah, I could believe that. It's mainly because the platform, though, for sure. Entertainment.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Sassy ass AI. So, this terminal? First SAM, second SAM, and third SAM. What? Yeah, I never played Minecraft. I don't think I've ever played Portal Knights either. But yeah, just the setup with blocks definitely will take longer than where Sims has it like preset for you, where you know you could build a whole wall in a minute, or even less than that actually. I definitely have a friendlier way to throw up houses pretty quick. First SAM. Do not forget you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical and Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. Should not be too difficult to get it up and running with a few key modifications. I can envision a combat capable variant. Well, that's scary. A clean, mean killing machine. That's cheesy. Should be fun. Who's AH? Oh, Hawthorne? Whatever his first name was. Removal of factory standard part. Sud Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Like I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in a transit, and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. Heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can, filch the part? Was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. Sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. Adored. I don't know why I just said adored. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop. Back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. So he was in the process of modifying that dude, huh? The cleaning machine. In the captain's quarters. To the combat, a Hawthorne plan to replace. Apart from Roseway, so we have to go somewhere for that. Huh. Cool. Yeah, sometimes my mouth does not read what my brain is reading. I don't truly understand it, but it happens. Alright, so look at that. So we were on Terra 2. Or no? Baby, what you doing? Don't go there, you goof. So we go to Phineas's lab. There's Monarch, planet you were talking about. It's long been abandoned and bored due to monstrous, ravenous creatures of doom. Scalia. It's apparently abandoned. Right. And the plants that don't want to be seen, apparently. Second Jovian gas giant. Largest of Halcyon's 2 Jovian gas giants. Oh, that one sounds terrifying to go to. Oh, Phineas's lab. Welcome to the system map. See all the planets in the system, as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there.
Successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Sassy AI. Love it. Let me go back to... I'm gonna try and steal the stellar key from Ooh, stellar key.
Stay safe out there.
So yeah, a total of 6 companions. That's cool. Oh yeah, I stole the key card. Key, or no, it's just a key. So there was a weapon to steal up here. Acquire Phineas's science weapon. Terminal indicated that Phineas has a powerful weapon at his orbital lab.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
Ah, one magnet away.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
What?
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Yeah, the detail in this game's amazing. Well, don't you look fearsome? Bubbles. Bubbles the pig. Yeah, give me that poster. Give me that poster too. And that one. Give me all the loading screen posters. Reminder, obscure body in the SK system? That's another escape pod. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%. Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Oh man, look at all that jargon. Yeah, when it comes to a lot of reading like that, I usually just stream through it and just kind of skim. Definitely, since a lot of it is just him waking me up. Stuff that we already witnessed. Huh. Oh, baby. Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure. Treated with the temperature of dimethyl sulfoside? No? You're okay, baby. Buy more mouthwash. Okay. I spared one of my stock of experimental cysty pigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. Have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Excellent creatures, cysty pigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulents. Heh. Okay. Yeah, no, I love that. Naming a pig Bubbles. Password. Hack that shit. Procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. While willing, he isn't a total buffoon. Well, he is dead. Can't say much for the dude.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Yeah, I don't believe he would just stand there and get landed on with a spacecraft. It's kind of sad. For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you. Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Hey, Shrink Ray.
Aha! I see.
R&D department. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skills increased.
You found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a Shrink Ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a Marauder sometime.
Shrink down a Marauder. That's kind of funny. Mop up melted pig. There's melted pig around here? I worked it out, explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon. But locations elude me. Dumped a new associate. Dirtside Terror 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. They're recovering a ship, should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
So you must eventually be able to get in there, because there's a door to go somewhere. Huh. Right. Against all odds. Yeah, I've acquired a poster. So those posters all go in my room or something? So see, there's collectible shells. Well, probably go into one of the rooms, I'm guessing. Well, anyway,
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
so I'll have to get going, Pearl. Definitely nice talking to ya. Hopefully we hear something from Keith something. I don't know. Eventually, hopefully. But yeah. Yeah, nice trying to you. And, yeah, Blades, I got to go cook dinner and all that good stuff. So, I'm going to leave it here. And the next episode, we will get into more of the good stuff. Since we got that weapon, we're going to be on our way to a new planet. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Good night.